Been gone for a few weeks for doing these since a lot of shit kinda happened. Was originally planning to do a rankings on Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's top duels, but that's gonna take a little bit, so I decided to go for a Chazz Princeton Ace monster since I was gonna do this one eventually. So like usual, it's ranking them based on their anime appearances on their base form design first, evolve form second, although no evolve forms for this one since there's really only one candidate with evolve form, and even the fusion forms are considered the main base form as that's the main ace. Like V to Z Dragon Catapult Cannon, that is considered the base form for this ranking. And unlike most other characters, Chazz has quite a bit of anime only ace monsters that still hasn't been printed yet for some reason. Since I'm counting anime appearances and their main ace monsters that they use in the anime, I'm gonna decide to count them in, which makes the candidates Arm Dragon level 10, or if you want you could go level 7, but level 10 is basically the main one. V to Z Dragon Catapult Cannon, the Ojama trio, they will be counted as one candidate, Infernal Cinerator, Combat Scissor Beetle, and White Knight Lord, basically his main ace with the White Knight deck when he was a Society of Light member. So in that, let's begin the rankings based on my opinion. So at the bottom of the list, which is number 7, it's the Ojama brothers. I hate them and I don't like their designs. And I get that they're designed to be as jokes, but I still don't like their designs. Really wish Chazz has a different partner. Number 6, Combat Scissor Beetle. I always like the concept of the Union monsters combining, making weapons and all that, although this design doesn't look really that great and threatening to me. And yet it doesn't look as scary as V to Z Dragon Catapult Cannon. But still, it's a robotic Beetletron. But now when we go to number 5, which is Infernal Cinerator, the design looks actually pretty scary. I mean sure, it's a bug so it always looks scary, but it also looks very disgusting with a person on top of it. But bugs are not entirely my favorite thing. And then number 4, it will be V to Z Dragon Catapult Cannon. It does look a little scary, but the design is a little bit of a mess. Still like the concept of the Union monsters all connecting to each other like magnets. But considering that this monstrosity is like 5 monsters, I could get why it kind of looks like a mess, especially when you're trying to get every part in it. Still not really my favorite design though. Number 3, it's White Knight Lord. I mean, it's a white knight, it looks really awesome and I really like the armor design too. It just looks like a great prince, which is very fitting. The only thing is, I think it should have a sword over a mace. A sword kind of makes more sense. And then for number 2, since we might just count this, Arm Dragon level 7. It was Chazz's main ace for a while until level 10 was a thing, but obviously level 7 is not going to be as awesome as level 10 by default, but regardless, level 7 looks pretty cool, although a little chubby at the same time compared to level 10, which we go to Arm Dragon level 10, which is the number 1 spot. The design wise just looks really awesome. I even like the head design, and in fact the body doesn't really look really chubby and fat in comparison to level 7, and in general his body looks like in the right proportions, especially when equipped with White Veil. Now that actually looks pretty scary with the white metal armor. It looks like a protection from the gods. Very fitting with a cult. So that's it for these rankings. Very simple, no evolved forms basically. And what do you guys think of it? How would you rank them? And what other monsters that you can consider basically one of Chazz's ace or Manjome? Because swapping decks is something that many GX characters kind of do over time, and there are a few monsters that I wish doesn't exist but ends up existing anyway because logic, but whatever. But that's it for this, and on to the next character, whoever will be.